How much? Taxes in Portugal. When we want to live abroad, we don't really think about taxes. You probably assume Portugal is a cheap country to live in, and therefore taxes will be minimal. Well, I guess it depends on whether you have investments, a job, a pension, savings, etc. In today's video, discover how Portuguese taxes work. Learn how these taxes impact your wallet. Do you want to buy a property and would love to know how much tax it will cost you? Or perhaps you have an inheritance from a relative and need to find out how much taxes you need to pay? Stay tuned to find out. It doesn't cost you to subscribe, so please do. Just sit and relax. You are about to embark on a journey. Number 1. Income taxes. So, if you're planning on working in Portugal, we have two types of taxes. IRS, Imposto sobre o Rendimento das Pessoas Singulares, Personal Income Tax for Individuals. These apply to income from dependent work, business and professional income. This includes self-employed workers, for example. Capital income, capital gains, property income, pensions. IRS is calculated each year based on the income recorded in the previous year, and deductions for the taxpayer's different expenses or charges. These are progressive, from 13% to a whopping 48%. Check the link in the description for more information. IRC, Imposto sobre o Rendimento das Pessoas Coletivas, Corporate Income Tax for Businesses. The IRC tax rate is 21% in mainland Portugal, 20% in Madeira, and 16.8% in Açores. Number 2. VAT. This is the IVA, Imposto sobre o Valor Acrescentado, VAT in English. VAT is imposed on the value of products sold and services provided. VAT reduced rate is 6% in mainland Portugal, 5% in Madeira, and 4% in Açores. VAT with reduced rate. This is the list 1 of the VAT code. For example, bread, fruit and veg. VAT intermediate rate is 13% in mainland Portugal, 12% in Madeira, and 9% in Açores. VAT with intermediate rate. This is the list 2 of the VAT code. Examples: coffee, ready meals, wine. Sorry, did I just say wine? Oh yes, wine is an essential item in every Portuguese house. This helps us forget the amount of taxes we have to pay. VAT standard rate is 23% in mainland Portugal, 22% in Madeira, and 16% in Açores. VAT with standard rate. For example, TV, mobiles, and cars. For the complete lists, check the links in the description. Number 3. Social Security Contributions. Contribuições para a Segurança Social in Portuguese. Contributions made by employers and employees towards Social Security. The employer pays 23.75% and the employee pays 11%. So for a €1,500 monthly salary, the employer pays €356.25 and the employee pays €165. So, in a €1,500 salary, Social Security receives a massive amount of €521.25. Are these amounts value for money? Computer says no, but you still have to pay them. If you ever need help from the government in terms of unemployment, be aware. The bureaucracy involved in getting anything done is just mind-blowing. You would be better off trying to find another job quickly unless you can survive on bread and butter. Number 4. Excise duties. Impostos especiais de consumo in Portuguese. Applied on alcohol, tobacco and fuel. The tax applicable to alcohol includes alcoholic beverages and beverages containing added sugar or other sweetening substance. The tax applicable to tobacco varies in accordance with the type of products applied. Cigarettes, heated tobacco and liquids for electronic cigarettes. Finally, duty on petroleum and energy products depends on whether it's diesel or natural gas used for carbonate fuel. Number 5. Motor vehicle taxes. We have the ISV, Imposto sobre Veículos, Vehicle Tax, and IUC, Imposto Único de Circulação, Circulation Unique Tax. The ISV, Vehicle Tax, applies to a purchased vehicle in another country that is brought to Portugal. The ISV depends on the engine cubic capacity and CO2 emissions of the vehicle. But if you're moving to Portugal with your car, you can, under certain circumstances, be exempted from ISV. However, Portuguese bureaucracy will put you to the test. The whole process is quite complex. Check the link in the description for more information. Another tax is the IUC, Circulation Unique Tax, paid annually. The IUC is also based on the CO2 emissions. The more CC, the more you pay. Vehicles registered before July 2007 benefit from a very low tax. This is because IUC was implemented on that date. In summary, the tax depends on the car's category and whether it is registered before 2007 or after that. As with a lot of Portuguese taxes, this is very complex. IUC can be as little as €8.80 or as much as €300. Check the link in the description for a detailed cost. Number 6. Property taxes. It's all wonderful in Portugal. The sun is shining and you're looking for a house. But oops, all of these taxes on a house. IMI, Imposto Municipal sobre Imóveis, Annual Municipal Property Tax. Municipal rates vary, which makes things much more interesting. Paid annually, and it depends on the taxable property value, VPT, or Valor Patrimonial Tributário in Portuguese. IMI is variable. For urban buildings, the rates vary between 0.3% and 0.45% of the value of the property. In the case of rural buildings, the rate is 0.8%. IMT, Imposto Municipal sobre as Transmissões Onerosas de Imóveis, Property Transfer Tax. This tax is calculated depending on the value of the house, its location and its final use. IMT has progressive rates up to 8%. The house values rates are as above. AIMI, additional to IMI, additional tax on high-value properties. AIMI applies to properties over 600,000 euros. If in your country a good-sized family home costs that much, in Portugal this is a luxury. Number 7. Stamp duty. This is the imposto do selo in Portuguese. Tax on various financial transactions, legal acts and documents. For example, lease agreements, that's 10%, and social games, such as Euro Millions, 20% tax if the value is above 5,000 euros. Stamp duty also applies to buying a house. In Portugal, there are taxas e taxinhas, a lot of taxes and little taxes for everything. Isn't this fun? Oh, you don't think so? And to make things even better, there are 2 types of stamp duty in a house. Hurrah! Stamp duty over the purchase, that's 0.8%. So in a 200,000 euros house, that will be 1,600 euros. And the stamp duty over the credit, up to 5 years, it's 0.5%, and over 5 years, 0.6%. Number 8. Inheritance tax. No inheritance tax for direct family members, spouse, children, parents. Stamp duty of 10% for other heirs. Phew, that felt like a lifetime talking about taxes. Not a very nice subject to discuss, but it's good to know what they are and how they work. Thank you for watching. Until next video, bye! Ciao!